the second largest LED screen in the world, second only to the Sphere. The third largest is down on Fremont Street, which you'll see here on the VegasDon channel later this evening when we live stream. One or maybe two bands down here this evening. There's Zooks. Obeying all traffic laws, of course. $10, everything or less over there. These kitschy souvenir shops have still survived, are still surviving down here on the Las Vegas Strip. And there's Fontainebleau. Oh, through an interception. Wow. Yeah, I don't know how Geno Smith's going to do. I mean, he's back with his, former coach. I don't know how close they are, but we'll see. And the Raiders got Raheem Mostert from the Dolphins, but Mostert, they didn't use him right down in Miami. I don't think. And I'm a Dolphins fan, so I didn't think they ever used him correctly. They're not using Tyreek Hill correctly either, but that's a whole nother conversation. And Tyreek Hill too, you can tell that he's kind of scared. He's one of those that's gotten kind of scared of a big hit when running down over the middle. Someone said this week on a live stream, or on a video here in Vegas, that I didn't know the channel. That's the smallest casino here on the Strip. Slots of Fun. But it's part of Circus Circus. So it's not a separate entity, it's just a separate building, kind of. I don't know. I don't think I would qualify that as the smallest, because it's part of a larger property. Yin, okay, yeah, no problem. I hope I see you next weekend, Condor. Thank you so much. It was Bluff. Oh, okay, yeah. So you saw it too. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm like smallest casino, but it's part of another property. I don't know. Oh, and so also you have, for the sports fans out there, and I think we have a few in here. So you have the ESPN launching its app in tandem with Fox, is it, on the 21st? So you're supposed to be able to watch ESPN and Fox separately without a cable subscription. You can live stream them. Now, I don't know what the difference. I have ESPN Plus. I don't know what the difference is between ESPN and the new ESPN app and ESPN Plus, but I guess I'm about to find out. And then the Red Zone, the NFL Red Zone, of course, the ESPN bought, or the NFL bought, media rights to ESPN properties. So now the NFL owns, like, I think it's 10% stake or something like that. Linda, welcome. Thank you for being here. Like a 10% stake in the NFL, or in ESPN, which is interesting because they were talking about Disney trying to offload ESPN and get rid of it as an underperforming asset like a year ago or something. So who knows? And we'll go ahead and get over in this lane here. So I need to make a left up here. There's the Strat right there, 1,140 feet up above Las Vegas. Oh, okay, cool. Nice, Vegas Unlocked. Do you get NFL Red Zone during the season with them? I think I looked at them and they were like, I think it was like $70 a month last year for YouTube TV. I don't know what it is for this year. But yeah, I have to be able to watch Scott Hansen on NFL Red Zone channel. That is just good TV right there. If you haven't watched, oh, thank you, Be Real. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. You're the first one to join the chat today. Thank you for being here, buddy. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I have to check and see what it is this year, because I was looking to see if we could do like Red Zone as a standalone channel, but I think you have to buy the ESPN package thing in order to do that. So yeah, Cinnamon and I, we both love it. And so does Vids from Mike, by the way. I hope I'm not letting out any secrets there. We all love NFL Red Zone. Scott Hansen, I mean, just an incredible production. 7 hours of commercial-free football. Start now. And someone was joking, actually. I saw in one of the papers, they said, now that ESPN owns NFL Red Zone, is it going to become 7 hours of football-free commercials? Start now. Because, of course, ESPN loves commercials, so. But they said there won't be a change, at least this. He is awesome. Yes, Mike, right on. He is. God, can you imagine what they would do if they moved him around? Yikes. Yeah, if you haven't watched Red Zone, like if you're used to watching your team play for 3 hours, it's go ahead and do that. But if you have Red Zone by chance, switch over to Red Zone for the late game, or that late window or whatever, and just watch Scott, or listen to Scott. He's amazing. The stats and stuff that he throws out. I mean, of course, he does that for the fantasy football fans as well, but it's just amazing. And the witching hour as well. He does excel, I know. And we all wonder, we're always like, when does he go to the bathroom? Like, it must be during one of those when they're, because there'll be like some extended times during some real tense moments in a game or something where they'll just be focusing straight on the game and the game's announcers. And we're like, that must be the time that he's going. Yeah, it's a great, and the way they produce it and put it together, it's incredible. And they do the witching hour, which during the early games, that's the best, one of the best shows I've ever seen during the witching hour, where they bounce around from different games that are all ending at the same time. And I mean, like, Cinnamon says to me sometimes, she's like, wait, what game were we just watching? I'm like, no, they're just bouncing around. They're the 50-foot tall showgirls right there. Here for your selfie opportunities. As we drive left down, made a left here onto Main Street, into the Arts District, as it's known, or has been called down here. This is Oakey right here we're crossing. A minor arterial here in between Charleston and US 95, really. Oh, nice. Nice, Vegas Unlocked. Yeah, I don't do fantasy football because I want to be able to enjoy the games. That's also why I don't gamble on them, because I want to be, it wouldn't be fun for me to watch the games anymore. Because I'd be like, man, and I would if I lost money on the early games, I'd be like, I'm going to go mow the lawn now. I'd be so mad at myself. I'd be like, I don't want to watch the rest of it. But when they have 8 or 9 games on in the early window, and there's some close games and late in the fourth quarter, that's when he's at his best. He is just phenomenal. Bounces around from each game, and he hypes it up, and it's like, yeah, this is fun, Yeah, so if you've never watched it, definitely check it out. And if maybe your team's on the bye that week, or maybe playing Sunday night or Monday night or something, maybe watch him during the early window. That's awesome stuff. Highly recommended. So we're going to make this left U-turn here at Imperial Avenue. Oh, crap. Okay. You go ahead, Mr. Ford. Usually there's nobody here. We'll just circle around. Welcome to fabulous Mona Lisa. Reminds me of Slick Rick. This song by Slick Rick. In addition to the actual Mona Lisa. But this right here is a part of Hollywood movie history. Apologies to those of you who've seen it before, but that is the Hangover 3 mural right here, where the guys cross the street. They cross the street right there. And it's actually right here at this spot. But back in the 2013. Yeah, it's really, really cool. A la Abbey Road, a la the Beatles right there. Phil Stew.